What's up, 7th graders? We're at example 4 on 2.4, and now we have these tables and charts, and they're asking us these weird questions, and we're using these weird math terms again. So this is an investor owns stocks A, B, and C. So we have stocks A, B, C. Notice the original values, current value. This one went down, so the change is negative. Original value, current value. This one went up. And original value, current value, this one went way down. That's not good. This investor is not doing so hot. It says, what is the mean change in the value of the stock? So mean is another weird math term for average. What's the average change? So we want to know, how do we find the average? We have to know how many numbers there are. And here there's 3 numbers. So we add them all together, and then we divide by 3 because there's 3 numbers. Okay, if you had 10 numbers, you would divide by 10. So then add negative 180.39, 127.28, and negative 280.52. So that looks like this. Put them all on the top, add them all together, and divide by 3. That's what this means. So you can do one at a time. Take negative 180.39, add 127, then add negative, which is also the same as subtracting. Then you end up with negative 333 negative 333 and 63 hundredths over 3. So then you just divide, and you end up with negative 111.21. So remember, mean is average. So add them all up, divide by the number of numbers, which is 3, and you get your answer. So the average change is this guy's losing money, and that's not good. Hopefully your stocks are doing better than that. All right, let's take a look at another one. So the mean of these 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Find the mean
so you have to
of
add all of them up
and
and divide by 4 because there's 4 numbers. So let's see how they do it.
18 and 92 hundredths, and negative 44 and 28 hundredths. So remember, to find the mean, what we need to do is add up all of our values and then divide by how many values there are. So, to find our mean, first we need the sum of all of our values. So we have negative 25 and 63 hundredths plus 37 and 15 hundredths plus 18 and 92 hundredths, and finally add that to negative 44 and 28 hundredths. Then we have all of this divided by how many values there are. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we divide by 4. Now we can start to simplify. When we add these 4 rational numbers, we have a sum of negative 13 and 84 hundredths. And that is still divided by 4. So let's do this division. We have 13 and 84 hundredths divided by 4. So first, bring our decimal point into the quotient directly above the decimal point in the dividend. Now we can begin dividing. 4 divides into 13 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. We have 1 and bring down our 8. 4 goes into 18 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. Then we have 2 and bring down the 4 for 24. Now 4 divides into 24 6 times. And 6 times 4 is 24, so we have a remainder of 0. So now we found 13 and 84 hundredths divided by 4 is equal to 3 and 46 hundredths. But don't forget the sign. We have a negative divided by positive. So when you divide rational numbers with different signs, the quotient is negative. So the mean for our values is equal to negative 3 and 46 hundredths.
All right, there you go. Add up all the ones on the top, divide by the number of numbers, and you end up with negative 3.46. That would be the average or the mean. So normally people don't say mean in real life. That's the same word for average.